movie, right? The-
Do I know anybody personally? No.
okay, good. That'll make it easier.
Uh-oh. Okay. So, it's Fright Night Ferocious V. As you can see, we've already started. They already got me laughing. Silent Cypher is back. Yay!
Hello.
Nobody's clapping for him. Yay!
I have returned. It's okay. None of you missed me, and that's fine. It's all good. I'm like hemorrhoids. You don't realize that you don't want me until I'm back.
We owed you a favor, so welcome back, I guess.
Yeah. Happy to be with you guys again. It's been far too long. I'm looking forward to discussing this thing that we watched.
This thing. All right. Well, we're doing the Funhouse Massacre tonight, and it does have some familiar faces in it. Is made in 2000. Well, it was released in 2015, so not that far ago. In what, 10 years?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can see where Cypher's going and which direction he's going tonight. But let's do some intros. Cypher can go first.
Oh snap! Well, it's a me. I'm back. After a long hiatus of traveling all over the place, I am back with some awful takes on movies. So it's great to be joining you again. It's great to see all of your lovely faces back here. Yeah, I don't know. It's been overdue. I was very sad that I didn't get to join in on some of those shows over the last month or so because you guys covered some really good movies too. I feel like this is the punishment, me coming back and you being like, this is what we're gonna do. I was like, what about Scream? But you know, it's okay. All's fair. You got your revenge. I'll give you credit.
We were just trying to keep Matt interested, you know.
Fair. Fair. I know his expectations are low, so this works. This works.
Hey, Presto.
It's good to be back. It's been busy, but the good thing is the Jaws documentary came out last night. Dexter came out today, the first 2 episodes of the new season. I could finally say I'm going to start gaming again. Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 just came out, so pretty pumped about that. I'm a little old school and have a PS4, and I didn't realize how many stores do not carry PS4 games anymore. So hopefully it's getting delivered tomorrow. So a little bummed out I can't play that tonight. But yeah, good to have the gang back together to discuss this movie.
All right, and Fuzzy.
Oh, well, glad to be back with you guys. Glad we got Cypher back as well. Haven't really been playing too many video games. Been doing like architect stuff or building houses in Sims 4. I guess, pre-planning for future home type of thing. But yeah, other than that, watch this movie, and I'll probably not be as critical, but yeah, this is going to be a fun one because this movie, at least in my opinion, wasn't too bad. But outside of that, yeah, definitely good to be here. Got the gang back together, and yeah, let's do this.
All right, and yes, Fuzzy's been torturing me with the home video type stuff, module homes and stuff like that, and yeah, I get hooked. I don't know why.
It's because it's fun. HGTV is like crack for us folks in our like middle ages.
Yeah, it's
Great.
not even that station. It's literally modular home videos of sales floor stuff. It's like, oh, let's go in this house and see what the kitchen looks like, or see where they have the bedrooms.
Mhm.
You got me hooked.
Hey, it's cool. You end up getting some really cool ideas for your own place when you're watching those. So
Yeah, true. But yeah, so eventually, a couple years, hopefully, we can move into one of those things. Just gotta find some land now. So, but besides that, that's all I've been pretty much doing this week, except for it rained really heavily for a couple of days.
I feel like we've been saying that for the past couple months with Pennsylvania weather. It's like rain, rain, rain. The one day it hailed a little with the rain. Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So
No, it's just you have the thundering and the lightning, and it was so bad this week. And then you had the fireworks. Like there was no. My poor cats were like running around, hissing at each other. It's like,
yeah, this year was bad. It sounded like Call of Duty outside my house this year. There's a lot, and some people were doing them to like 2 a.m. Like it was a little excessive.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, welcome to America.
Yeah.
All right, so we watched the Funhouse Massacre. Now, this is a movie with very familiar faces. We have Robert Englund. We have, I believe his name is, it's Jere. So I'm thinking it's Jerry. Byrne. So you've seen him in a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. We've also, there were a couple other ones now. Scotty, I believe her name is Thompson. She has been in a few things as well, but her face is not, I guess, as well known compared to her name. So that was interesting to see her in here. But other than that, did anybody else see any other familiar faces?
Clint Howard.
Yeah,
How'd you feel about him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so Jerry Burns or whatever. Yeah, he brings me back to my childhood when I used to watch the movie Greedy all the time. That had Michael J. Fox in it. That was when I saw him, I was like, wait a minute. I think I know this guy from something. So yeah, it was cool to see him. I don't feel like anyone else stood out though.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Well,
else.
They used
except
all
for
their
Clint Howard. Sorry, I'll take that back. Yeah.
They used all their budget on Robert Englund.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. He basically he came by to pick up his DoorDash and then he bolted. That was about as fast as he was in this movie.
Yeah, he was in and out.
In and out. I mean, it was. I've seen him have shorter roles than that. So,
Really?
yeah, he's been in other things that it's like, oh, I didn't know he was in that thing. Yeah, so we had Matt Angel. Does anybody know who Matt Angel is?
Chris Angel's less known brother.
No, he's even lesser known than that.
Okay, well apparently Matt Angel is also pretty popular. So I know he's in the Lincoln Lawyer. He's in the Wrath of Becky. Let's see. He's been in a lot of TV as well. He played on The Good Doctor, Lincoln Lawyer. He was on that one for 6 episodes. Dave, NCIS, SWAT, DC Legends of Tomorrow. He was in that. So he's even in Grimm. So yeah, so Matt Angel also was pretty familiar. I just think sometimes we don't recognize them because they have kind of those features where it's like, it's not that they're forgettable, it's just that they don't have that distinguished look yet, like some other people. So we think they look
That's,
like somebody else kind of situation.
that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just some people are kind of plain. But I mean, it's easier to dress them up and make them look different all the time. So I mean, that's a plus or whatever. But no, Scotty Thompson was in some very familiar roles as well. She was. These are a lot of TV people, like 911, MacGyver, the new one, Bel Air. She was in the new one, NCIS Los Angeles, 12 Monkeys, Rosewood. I think she was on Grey's Anatomy. She had one where she was in it a lot, but I can't remember offhand. So there were pretty much 5 big names in this, and y'all still didn't like it.
Just because
All
big
right.
names are in a movie doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Like,
Fee, have you ever seen the film? What was it? It was movie 43, I believe.
Oh no, I've never
ooh,
seen that. I
Which
purposely
Heard
base,
about it.
basically it kind of felt like this in a way with England, and the fact that it felt like, hey, you're my friend and I asked you to do a favor, or like you asked me to do a favor and now you owe me and now you're doing a favor, and it doesn't matter how bad it is, you're still gonna jump in. That's what that movie was.
So the John Goodman scenario is what you're talking about, and how they got to
Talking,
him to do
I'm talking
the
about
preacher.
all 30 plus like
Oh,
good actors that were in that.
So let me tell you about movie 43. Okay, because I've read up on movie 43. Those were not favors. The people that actually were in it, that actually wanted to do it, got to see pretty much almost the whole script. Everybody else that agreed to it only saw a portion of their script, of their actual thing. So a lot of them were mad when it came out. Some of them, even before it came out, they rethought, like, why would they make me do this? And they were trying to get it not released. That's how bad it was.
I don't think it was that bad. I enjoyed parts of it.
Yeah, exactly. Parts of it.
Well, it was like a bunch of different people had their own little stand-up class and wrote a little mini script and had famous actors do it. Like,
yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we didn't have that movie, we would have never had Hugh Jackman as the Balchinian or whatever the hell that was. So, you know.
maybe it doesn't age well, but I remember it being good.
Well, yeah, a lot of people remember Scary Movie being good. I don't think I could pass the first one. I tried to watch all of the second one. Yeah, that didn't work out. I got through the first scene and then I was like, I'm done with this.
Man, that first movie is hard to go back to now. Actually, I tried to show my daughter that, and I was like, oh god, I forgot about a lot of what is in this movie. Why? Because it's a spoof movie. I was like, this would be great, and I forgot about a lot of that movie.
Sexual parts.
They attached a 13, I think a PG-13 rating
What?
on one of them. Might have been even the first one.
Yeah, that was number 3. It was number 3.
And yeah, I wouldn't let my child watch that even with the PG-13 label on it.
Man,
listen, those 1 and 2, I remember being good, and then they got bad, where you felt uncomfortable watching them just because they were bad. And now you rewatch them again, and they make you feel even more cringe. Like, I'm embarrassed for them. Like, oh my god, I feel so awkward watching them act right now. Like, this isn't good.
It's so sad because like I remember the first one being good. But yeah, again, like time just did not help that movie. Sadly.
So,
No,
so remember Airplane? Has everybody watched Airplane?
Yeah,
Airplane is great.
yeah, it's timeless.
Yep.
Yes.
That
Airplane
one
is the
holds up.
same. Yeah, I know, but Airplane is the same type of movie as Scary Movie. It is a parody. But the thing about it
No.
is that it was a parody on a lot of things. It was satire. It was like all rolled up in one thing. They did that really well, and then people tried to emulate what Airplane was,
Yeah.
and they missed the mark every single time.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So,
I feel like the only time that I've seen a trailer recently, um, much in the vein of like Airplane or Naked Gun or anything, was the new Naked Gun that's coming out. When I saw the trailers for that recently, like the last trailer I saw, I was like, okay, they got some of that real dumb, funny humor in there,
yeah.
where like like the person's dragging the chair through the hallway and stuff. And it's that type of stuff that we just haven't seen that type of comedy approached. People tried to do their own thing with it, get edgy with it, or whatever that was. And it just doesn't hold up the same way.
Yeah.
Well, Airplane, when Airplane, Hot Shots, Purdue, um, and all of those other comedies that like Leslie Nielsen was in, Val Kilmer was in, and stuff. They were all smart comedies. They were built on satire and built on making fun of a situation. But then we go and deal with what we're dealing with right now, and they're trying to do that, but they're throwing in all of this sexual stuff, and it doesn't work that way. And I think that's what the downfall is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, much to what Sin's saying in the chat right now. I actually just watched Loaded Weapon 1 with the kids. And that was a good example where it's like it still holds up because yes, there's some weird sexual humor here and there, but just in general, the humor is very lighthearted. It's very just quick and it just keeps going, right? Like it doesn't hang on a certain theme for too long. It just moves on to the next thing, keeps going. And that's something we're missing in a lot of those films at this point.
Yeah. So, already started with tangent. So I definitely see how you guys feel about this movie so far. Anyway, let's get into first impressions. Let's go first.
I'll go. I mean, for the most part, it started off silly. Well, not really silly. I would say didn't watch the trailers, went in blind basically on this. Was figuring it's going to be some sort of slaughter in one of those haunted houses kind of things, and it turned out to be that. Some of it extra silly, some of it was interesting to say the least. Ripping somebody's face off to wear the face, but overall, I didn't go in expecting much from this. Didn't get mad at it, but I did wind up falling asleep at part of it. But then again, it was a long day that day, so had to pretty much watch it in two parts. But yeah, it it is what you would expect with a title like that, but with a heavy dose of comedy on top of it. And the comedy at least made it somewhat bearable to some extent.
I was a little disappointed. I thought they really missed the mark with the whole horror house part. I was really hoping they would have went more into detail with that. You have movies like Haunt and Hellfest, I believe it is, where they were it was kind of a little bit of the same thing. Like there's a killer at like a horror haunted attraction, and they really pulled it off well. And This movie, I was hoping they would do something along the same lines, and they really didn't. So, didn't wet my whistle, but we'll get into it more.
Mhm.
Let me tell you about my whistle. Wait, hold on. No, I think I agree with Matt. Sadly, it just I don't know. It had potential, and I just feel like they didn't really know exactly what tone they wanted to go for. I feel like they kind of spread it too thin between the comedy and the horror, and unfortunately, it didn't make for a good blend. Um, I don't know. Like there were some interesting things with it with the kills and stuff, but my initial impression, like I don't know, I felt a little bit misled because I granted I should have known better by 2015, as Fee mentioned. You know, Robert England wasn't doing like full films. He was doing just little cameos and stuff like that. So I should have known better. But when I saw him on the label for this, I was like, awesome. That's great. Like I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to Robert England film. And to be duped a little bit and then be stuck with like the C tier cast for the rest of the movie was kind of unfortunate, because it just felt like none of the characters could really carry their characters in a convincing way or in a charismatic enough way to make me interested in what they were trying to do.
So you felt this was a Drew Barrymore Scream thing?
No,
No, that's
no.
you can't compare the two of those. What is this?
Wow.
But
What the
to be
fuck?
I'll give you credit in the fact that yes, I wish Drew Barrymore would have been in that film more. Sure. But you can't compare the two of these movies. That's like
I'm just saying the opening scene. Not talking about the whole movie.
that's like
No,
saying that
no.
that's like saying that this like Oscar Mayer deli meat turkey of a movie is comparable to Scream's brisket.
Oh my gosh, I'm not.
That's not
comparing
fair.
both of the
That's not
movies.
fair.
I'm just comparing the marketing strategy.
No.
No, I don't even
No.
think marketing strategy.
No.
I understand what you're trying to say, but yeah, that's a long shot.
That's a long shot.
Yeah. That's
This ain't
not good.
brisket.
All right, so we have the so you have the introduction to the plot in the first few minutes of the movie, and that's what's supposed to set up as far as what the Halloween event is supposed to be. And you guys, from what I understand, are saying they kind of missed the mark on that.
Well, they didn't really there wasn't any character development. It was like there was the 6 killers locked up, and they basically went to each cell. It was like, this guy did this, this guy did this, this guy did this, and it was done. Like within 5 minutes, you kind of knew what they all did, but I didn't feel attached or anything. I was like, oh, okay, well, they're kind of not cool people, and like that. I don't know. I would have liked some more development, or at least maybe one of them, catching them in the act and then locking them up with the other ones, instead of them all just being locked up in some Batman asylum with all the villains or something.
Well, I mean, 5 of the 6 killers were locked up. The one that let them out, of course, wasn't. And there was no backstory on why she was not.
Yeah, she dated one of them. Was she just obsessed with them? Because the first thing I thought when she let him out was oh man, one of them's gonna kill her. How do they know she let him out? And I don't know. It was stale.
I mean, we found out more about that situation later, obviously, but yeah, it didn't feel like there was a lot of motivation to be like, yeah, okay, I'm interested in what's going on with this character, because there wasn't, they didn't try for backstory. They're just like, hey, these guys, they're all going to get together, and they're not going to kill each other. They're only interested in killing other people, despite their dispositions. And there's just not going to be any explanation about any of it.
Yeah. They should have had some sort of explanation or showed why they didn't turn on each other, because you got one that's the cannibal butcher, and you got the other guy just drilling holes in people because he thinks he's a dentist, and the taxidermist. It's like, I guess he's the one that just scoops up whatever they leave behind, kind of thing. They definitely would have been at each other's throats. I mean, I can understand. I guess what is they refer to her as doll face or stitch face or whatever, but yeah, it makes sense of rescuing the one cult guy. I mean, for reasons we'll get into later, but the rest of them, I don't know. It felt like they shouldn't have been friends. Even after getting their freedom and stuff, it should have been like each one for themselves kind of thing. And there's a funhouse. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather just go on my previous killing streak and eat people that seem tasty or whatever. Like it makes no sense that they work together, kind of thing.
So I think part of it, so when you watch it more than once, you kind of go back and see certain connections and stuff like that once you watch for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the understanding on why they didn't attack each other as soon as they were all let out of their cell and stuff like that was because of the charismatic leader, the cult leader, which is played by Burns.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe during his dealings of them having their doors, their little flaps in their doors open and stuff, because I know sometimes they'll do that at like prisons or asylums or something like that if you're doing a 23-1, because they were in those cells for at least 23 hours a day. I mean, you only get an hour out. Even asylum patients get an hour out for their own recreational time every day. Otherwise, it's considered what? Cruel and unusual punishment. So I think that might have been the segue on why they didn't attack each other. But it's very, again, a flimsy premise. And two, you kind of doesn't click until after you watch it a second time. And most people on this
don't watch it a second time.
Exactly. You're not going to watch the second time.
Yep.
So, I mean, what makes me watch this more than once is because of the fact that I like the kills in it. And there are some characters that are likable in this thing. So which characters do you think were actually likable?
Yeah, don't go all go at once. No.
Exactly.
I guess I could start. Who was likable?
I think I missed the part where there were likable characters. I don't know. I think you and I might have been watching a different movie.
I would say for the stupidity factor, the deputy.
Doyle?
His name? Yeah. Only because it's like the early crime scene. He's like trying to reenact it and give like a breakdown, even though it's wrong. But he's like, "Oh yeah, and they dragged over here and did this, and the murderer bopped her over the head." And it's like, dude, you're contaminating the crime scene. Which, even I would say like a first year detective or first year officer would probably know better. But hey, it's Deputy Dewey kind of deal. So
No. Don't bring Scream in with this movie. Let's not do this.
Man, that was like the Wish version of Deputy Dewey. Come on, now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see what they were going for with this character. Execution wise, no. Not really. Likable characters, I don't know. None for me. I just didn't really get attached to any. I didn't care if anyone died. I didn't care if anyone lived. I just watched the movie, I guess.
Mm.
You know, this movie reminded me a lot of The Underground in the fact that I didn't care at all what happened to any of these characters. I hoped that the worst happened just so we could kind of get rid of some of their airtime. So you know, it was an interesting experience in that is like you always hope for a protagonist where you're excited for them, and I just kept hoping that one of them was going to fall into like a pit of spikes and just not be able to talk. But you know, it just it was a strange experience. There wasn't really anyone that was super likable. It felt like there was a bunch of people there, and there wasn't really a lot of reasoning for any of why they were there.
Mm.
Oh, come on. You didn't like Machete?
No,
But-
I did not. I did not like
Which
the
version of Machete?
Yeah, I did not like the Napoleon Dynamite. What's the name of that character again? I think they even referenced it. It was his buddy, Napoleon's buddy. Gosh dang it, what's the name of him?
Pedro?
Pedro. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like the Pedro of the crew. He was the Pedro Machete. Like homie couldn't even grow a mustache properly. Like how do you expect me to take that seriously? Come on now. The 14-year-old that works at the Quick Stop down the street from me has a better mustache than that guy did.
He's probably not 14.
Mm.
You know,
He
I,
looks 11-teen, to be fair.
this movie though, I think I watched it on Peacock. I know it's on Tubi for free. Tubi has commercials, Peacock doesn't, so I watched it on there. But
You son of a bitch.
yes,
Why'd you tell me to watch it on Tubi? I could have been watching it without ads.
yeah, I just wanted you to suffer the first podcast back.
That is brutal.
The ads may have
that was-
been like little breaks from the.
Oh, dude. It was a quick 95 or 90 minutes, and it felt like it was a week.
Oh, come on.
I kept thinking, I was like, all right, surely we're at the end of it. And I look at it, I'm like, 27 minutes in? How?
See, he didn't go through the Summer Massacre one. That's why.
No, I didn't. I thank my lucky stars I missed that. But yeah.
No, I think you should watch it. And then this way, all future movies will feel not like that.
Fee, I'm not one that's super keen on kicking myself in my own nut bag. So I might have to pass on that offer. Possibly. Uh-oh, we lost a Matt.
Uh-oh.
I
We
broke
lost
him.
a map.
Yeah, I broke him. He was trying to bid on something on eBay and he accidentally closed the wrong page on his phone.
No, but
There he is.
What were you bidding
No.
on, Presto?
He was
Oh, yeah,
bidding
we-
on the front teeth of whatever random character that was in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, he's still on mute.
He's got nothing. Fee, who was your favorite character? I want to hear this. Let's get down to the nitty gritty and let's see what's really going on here.
So I liked Morgan. I also liked Doyle.
Okay.
You know, but nobody noticed yet on why I even watched this. Nobody's noticed yet.
No, I knew exactly why. It's because it was filmed in Ohio.
No.
Oh, come on. That had to have been it.
No. There's a
I s-
particular actor in here that you guys forgot about.
What, Robert England? We talked about him. He was there for
No.
like 30 seconds.
Nope. When you guys figure it out. But anyway, no, I like Morgan. I thought he had a little bit of comic relief. His character was believable. Doyle was funny too. Clint Howard, I think he had some good delivery. But they didn't use his character as much. Everybody got silent.
Wait. Is the character you were so excited about the Weird Al wannabe?
Who's the Weird Al wannabe?
The one that literally looked like Weird Al from like the early 90s.
No. Which character was that?
Mikey. It was Mikey.
No.
Okay. Well, I have no idea then.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I got nothing. Jinx.
Yeah, Presto's gonna have to go out and come back in. He says he can't.
As much as you were critiquing the outfit, it can't be the bee lady.
No. I mean, I liked her, but I didn't start watching it to see her. Everybody's gonna be like wondering.
Bee lady?
Yeah, he's talking about Dollface, which had 3 names.
No, not Dollface. No, because Dollface was the Stitch Killer. I'm talking about the one that was wearing the bee costume.
No, I was just making fun of her. Yeah, let's talk about that bee costume.
I'm totally drawing a blank on the bee costume.
What was it? Renee was the character, I think.
Back, Presto?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, who? Wait.
I think it's Renee Dorian was the one that was.
Lori was the one that was in the bee costume. Everybody, let's talk about this bee costume. What'd you think about the bee costume?
Half-assed. I mean, were we supposed to be blown away by it?
No.
Okay.
Quite the opposite, right?
Very little effort was put into that costume.
Yes.
Went to Spirit Halloween when it was closing and got some bee wings and yeah.
Oh, okay,
What?
yeah. Okay.
What?
I gotcha. No, I'm tracking now. I was really trying to figure out, and I just watched it today. And I was like, I don't remember what you're talking about. But yeah, okay, I got you. It really struck a chord with me. Sorry.
So this girl is in this costume, right? She's got her friend who's in this what is it? I don't even know what you call that top. It's just basically a sleeveless supposed to be a tailored jacket with no sleeves, right? Like a evening jacket with no sleeves. She, you can see her bra through it and stuff like that in certain scenes and everything. And this girl's, trying to be sexy. Whereas this other girl, Renee, well, not Renee, but what's her name in the movie?
Lori.
Her, on the other hand, this guy is going after her. She seems interested in him and everything, but yet she wears that.
Well, not everyone's a slut and just gonna show their tits right away. Like,
I know, but why would you wear a costume where it looks like the top you're a 10-year-old girl?
Man, she just figured that personality was going to drive her all the way through life. That's all.
I don't know about that.
Maybe she's really, really smart or funny. Maybe that's what she was banking on.
I mean, when they were trying to flirt with each other, it was a little awkward because it was like Didn't she say something about like I saved a sex talk till the third date? He's like,
Yeah.
what date would you
Yeah.
consider this? And it's like number one, obviously. And it was just like awkward. And I was like, I don't know, maybe it was supposed to make you feel awkward. Probably not, but it did. It was just like,
Yeah.
wow,
That's because
this
she was.
guy got no game, and this girl has no game. It's like,
But I'm like, she looks like a 10-year-old child.
Oh,
well,
damn.
let's hope not, because that's when I would hope he wouldn't ask for sex talk if that was the case.
But that's what I mean. It's like you have this girl dressed up as a 10-year-old and she's trying to be flirtatious. I'm like, is she old enough?
Yeah, but you can't have two slutty girls because then it like loses. Like you always usually have like the slutty girl and the regular conservative girl. You already had the slutty girl that like was banging the dude in the funhouse or whatever. So this
Yeah.
was like the conservative girl. Like usually the conservative girl always survives a horror movie. So
What
it pays to be a prude.
No, I get that, but most of them don't look like they're 10 trying to date somebody that's 20.
No.
She didn't look that bad. Like she didn't look like a 10-year-old.
No, I would say she looked like a 10-year-old.
They just gave her a 10-year-old costume. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, we got $5 to make your costume work. What do we got? They're like, well, I found this down at the curb where someone just ran because the cops got called on them. So I guess we could wear this.
I don't know. I just think it was so distracting. It was so distracting in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's way better if there's just boobs popping out of the shirt. There was no boobs popping out of that shirt. And there shouldn't have been because she was like 11. So
Exactly.
And the funny part was that they cut the little window in that area so you could see like a diamond of just flatness. And that, you know, it is what it is.
diamond of flatness. That sums up the teenage experience. Diamond of flatness.
I think the cop showed more cleavage than her.
Probably.
And I'm not even talking about the female cop.
Oh God.
Good God. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
No. We don't do that. No. Yeah, exactly. Like they could.
Chris Hansen. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, well done, Roshan. Oh, God.
Oh man.
All right. So we saw kills in this thing, right?
Yeah.
But let's go with the first one. So the first kill we don't see on screen. We do see the first kill, but let's talk about the very first kill technically, and that is when Dollface, Eileen, or Stitch Killer, whichever one you want to call her by, because she's technically got 3 names in this thing. She kills the reporter to get her identity, right? What did you think about the layout of that scene? Because we don't actually see her killed; we just see her body.
It was definitely weird. Having the one cop think it went down one way and it went down to completely different. I guess the sheriff knew based on like no damage to the door and stuff that, you know, the person must have already been in there or laying in wait type of deal. Although I don't know when she would have snuck in, because it looked like the reporter was in there for a while because she had a whole bunch of clippings on like a pin board or something type of deal. But yeah, it was definitely weird. But then again, it makes...
Maybe she
What's
asked for
that?
extra towels. Maybe she asked for extra towels. And that was her way of getting in.
It's possible. It looks like, the Dollface is crafty enough to, change appearance, so that way she can, gain access to wherever. So maybe she asked for more towels and put them in the bathroom, and then came out with a knife or a bottle, or I think she took a bottle because it looked like there was the broken bottle that the one cop picked up and was like, oh yeah, that's evidence, the murder weapon. But it didn't seem as significant until after, I guess, the sheriff realized and then went back to the hotel. And it's like, oh wait, we're missing a reporter. And then they had to, backtrack her steps to, oh well, she was supposed to go to the prison, and oh, there's a whole bunch of dead people left behind that were prison guards. So, yeah.
So did anybody catch how long Eileen was actually in the town?
No.
Oh yeah, well, when she was doing the prison thing, back up to that, there was
Mhm.
like 2 cops she killed. Like it
Mhm.
was, I don't know, like she killed Robert England,
Mhm.
and like poor guy thought he was gonna get some, and then she like screams for the other cop to come in, kills him,
Mhm.
and then like that other cop is just like, "You're not supposed to be here," and she's like, "Okay, pow, done." Like it was just like, whoa, that just was like, you didn't build anything there. Like it
Uh-uh.
just, I don't know. It kind of reminded me of the new Orphan movie, the second one that came out when Esther was escaping. Like
Mhm.
at least there they built some tension and suspense. Where this was just like, I don't know, it was just flat. It didn't really make me feel any type of way.
Yeah.
So nobody realizes how long Eileen was in the town.
No.
27 minutes. I don't know.
5 years.
What, a couple of weeks?
5 years, maybe.
So does anybody remember who she had contact with? Does anybody remember that scene?
Are you talking about later in the movie?
A little bit later in the movie.
Then,
You're talking about the
yeah.
reporter.
My favorite actor interacts with another actor, another character, and lets us know that her name is Eileen.
Dude, I feel like I'm missing something completely.
Yeah.
Are you sure we watched the same movie?
She's talking in riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say the names. Like,
No,
I feel like I'm
see.
trying to solve the Ovaltine mystery again
I
as a
want to
kid.
show you that this movie is rewatchable because you missed some stuff.
I'll
I don't
just
think
take
I
your word
missed
for it.
anything.
I just
just fell
remember
asleep.
the sheriff called the news station or whatever that the reporter worked at, and he was like, well, she's been working on this for a while, and I don't know anything about it other than when she puts the report on his desk kind of thing. So I assume with all the little pinboard things that it had to be a couple of weeks, but I'm not sure what else I missed because that seemed to be sufficient. So what character are we talking about and what?
So Eileen had to have been in this town for a couple of months, plotting this and stuff like that, not even knowing that. And the girl's name was actually Jessica, the news reporter. But they just list her as a news reporter. But she had to be in this town for a few months because of the fact that the guy that was in charge of the Funhouse, the one that created the Funhouse, not the guy that was in charge of it, but Dennis, who was the guy that created all of this and was like capitalizing on their names for free and stuff like that, the killers or whatever, because that's what the Funhouse was supposed to be. It was supposed to be their prior, kills and stuff like that, and the lore of them. So Eileen had been there a few months because when he's interacting with her dad.
Yeah, that I guess he was dating her that
Yes.
time.
Well, that's not exactly what he said, but the assumption was that they were dating and stuff like that. He just wasn't taking it seriously as much as maybe she supposedly was, which I don't think she was taking it seriously either. Because Dad, I think that was his only kill, wasn't it?
Well, the dad didn't kill him. Rocco
Yeah.
killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, the dad never killed anybody. I think he's the only one that didn't kill him. No,
He killed the
yeah.
DJ.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she had to have been there in a few months. So I don't think it was. What are some of the jobs that females can get with basically nothing but their name? Hotel maid, basically. What else? Because even restaurants make you give the social security number up now. Convenience
Stripper?
store,
Yeah.
stripper. I didn't really see any strip clubs in that area. Did you? There was an asylum.
No.
But yeah, she could have been a hotel maid. Yes. So yeah, you guys missed some stuff. See, you should rewatch it.
No.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I'll
good.
do that.
Oh, come on. Come on. So anyway, let's talk about how many each one of them killed. How many do you think Dollface killed?
She was probably the one that killed the most.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was between her and Rocco.
I'd say Dollface did like 6, maybe.
Yeah. Because she killed at least 3 at the asylum or at the prison or whatever. And
Then I feel like 1 or 2 in the movie, and then at the end, in the credits, they're maybe she killed another 3 in the ambulance at the end.
yeah.
The driver, the paramedic, and then the girl. So, yeah, she probably was close to 10.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
she definitely killed the guards in England. So that's 3. Then she killed Jessica, so that's 4. And then let's see, killed her sister. Definitely killed the ambulance people and Lori. So we're up to 9 now. And I know she killed, and all the ones that the guy that came in is like, I'm not scared, with 3 girls trailing behind him.
Yeah.
Definitely killed him. Yeah, she killed a lot more than that. She killed a lot more than 10. So yeah. So who did the least killing out of all the killers?
That would be
Robert
the
Englund.
guy.
He was the killer.
He's a killer, just not in this movie.
I'm talking about
Killed-
in the movie.
Killed my happiness, but
Yeah. He killed the flow of the movie when he died.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The taxidermist. I think because I don't think he killed. I think he just scooped up one that somebody else killed or something.
Well, he definitely killed the person that was supposed to be impersonating him.
Oh, with the Heisman Trophy thing that he said he was
Yeah.
going to have him pose
Yeah.
as.
Yeah, I think that was really his only kill.
Yeah, because the father or the mental Manny, he went and killed the 2 DJs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Did he kill anybody else?
No.
Yeah. So he at least got those 2.
Yeah, I don't even know if the taxidermist killed anybody, to be honest with you, because even when he said he was going to put him in the Heisman, I think he was still working on him when they had come in. He might have killed just 1, and that was him.
Maybe that was just sexy talk and he didn't actually have any kills. He just was propositioning the person.
Now, the dentist may not have killed people, but he definitely may. No, he had to have killed a couple of them because there were a couple of them with like drill holes in them.
There were like
But
6
the
right
one guy
outside.
was able to get away. So
Yeah, I know, but there were 6 right outside of when they walked up to his little area
mhm.
that he was working on somebody. There were 6 right outside that had holes in them.
Yeah.
And Rocco, what we feel about Rocco's deaths?
They were definitely violent.
Did he work a little hard for his deaths?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else chasing anybody.
Or with a mallet. You know, he rang the bell and crushed that one kid's head. So
Made me so happy when he crushed that kid's head on that thing. I was like, oh, good. That guy, we don't have to hear any more from him. Thank goodness.
And then he mushed the herpes guy through the chain link fence. He ripped that one clown's face off and then wore his face the entire movie. I think that gives he deserves credit for wearing somebody else's face while they're still, you know, crawling around somewhere without their face or eyes or whatever. So yeah, that was interesting.
It's a
Now
baller
that
move.
when he pulls off his face, that is the cover that I always saw on, like, I guess on Peacock to watch this movie.
Mhm.
So when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, this is that movie. And then I was like, oh shit, that's a disappointment. Like, that it is that movie. Because, like, I was like, man, this looks badass, this mask, and yeah, or face, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool when he, I mean, that guy's skin came off pretty easy. He just kind of like palmed his hand on his face and just like whoop, peeled right off, like evenly, not even strips or anything. Like, is that guy that strong? I mean, he was
He's a
pretty
pro.
ripped.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he
I mean,
must be
and
doing that
when
in his days.
when they showed his backstory, I think he punched somebody's head off their shoulders, kind of thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Oh, no, it was he punched their larynx out. Like he punched a portion of their throat out.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed
And then he
a
ripped the one kid's head off too
yeah.
by just ripping him
What
up.
what a dick.
Well, I mean, what about their stories? Like we saw Rocco's, and I think they gave us like at least 3 people he killed in the ring and stuff like that. But what about everybody else's kind of claim to fame? Was it strong enough to get yourself locked up?
Taxidermist, I he
I mean,
would.
technically, he didn't kill many people. He was like Ed Gein, who
They were already dead. Like,
Yeah,
they were already dead. Like, was that really enough to like get him locked up in an asylum for life?
I mean, it's
not with the
frowned
rest of them.
upon. Yeah.
Like he would definitely go to prison, just not that level. Like he would be in solitary in like a less secure prison, but then again, that prison should have been a lot more secure considering Rocco
Yeah.
whatnot. But yeah, the dentist, I'm kind of surprised he would be able to operate for long periods of time, make appointments, and then people never leave the appointment, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that should, like, within a couple of days come back to haunt him, kind of thing. And
Mhm.
he should have been picked up rather quickly. Like one day of appointments would probably be enough, especially if you got people waiting in the hall, like outside the office. You hear the person screaming and then they don't come out. It's like, yeah, if he's coming out there and be like, all right, next, I don't think anybody in their right mind would be like, well, where'd the other guy go? Is there a back door or something that they have to pass through? Sound like you murdered him. No, yeah.
So, what about the cult leader?
I I don't think he killed enough people. Like they didn't they do like one of those suicide Kool-Aid
Oh
things or
no,
something?
he killed a few hundred by doing the suicide. It was suicide by arson, basically.
Mm.
So he's kind of innocent. Like, it was
No,
like
Not
he wasn't like that hands on like the other ones. Like,
I know, but he killed his wife right in front of his 2 children.
so you don't have to go through the whole divorce thing. I mean, I understand.
and they turned
don't-
out just fine. One was a mass murder, and the other one was a sheriff. It
Yeah,
balances out.
I don't fault them. It's just I don't know.
All right, what about the chef?
I mean, he was kind of portly, so he needs to eat, and apparently, regular steak just isn't enough.
So my thing is, okay, so
self-sufficient. I called him.
so when you're in, okay, so maybe it's my background, but when you're in working as, a guard or a counselor or psychiatrist or whatever, when you're working in that field where you have mental patients, especially ones that have harmed other people, you try not to give them anything that would cause them sentiment or trigger them in any way. But did anybody notice that they gave the chef something that he could have reminisced on? Nobody noticed that?
No.
So the beans were the same
The
brand.
beans?
Yeah, the beans were the same beans.
The fuck?
He was eating out of the can were the same beans that he would put in his food. You guys didn't know that?
Did you watch the director's cut of this movie? Because I feel like you got a bunch of stuff. You got a bunch of stuff from this movie I did not catch.
Again, I've watched this thing more than once. And
God damn.
even though Fuzzy doesn't think I'm observant, I'm very observant.
Oh,
Well, it takes multiple watches. Like I'm not watching what he's eating. I just know it looked like he was chopping up fingers at one point. And he was complaining about the portions were all wrong. He's not running a cheesecake factory. Like he's just lucky he didn't get both eyes poked out by a fork the last time he tried, get his dinner to go. I mean, she tried to run off, or she fought back and stabbed him in the eye. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get off his fucking back, Fee. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Soon she's gonna tell us there was like an 8th killer somewhere that like we didn't notice in the movie.
Yep.
They were all poisoned.
Yeah.
Did you guys see when Howard the Duck made a cameo in this movie? No.
Anyway, my bigger question is, why do you think Dollface wasn't locked up with them?
Because she was an uggo.
What? Okay. I know that first wig was not very flattering.
Neither was the second.
Second. I thought that was a good wig.
If you watch it a third time, you'll notice the third wig she puts on.
They actually realized that the audience wasn't pulling great on the previous 2, so they fixed it for the director's cut special edition.
And I'm the only one that got it.
Yeah. So you experienced the best version. We just all had to suffer.
Uh-huh. Sure you did. Anyway, seriously, why do you think Dollface wasn't?
Maybe she just was lucky and just didn't get caught in the process of all that stuff. Like,
or she played the victim. Like when they got busted, like, oh my god, help me so much, and like they just assumed she wasn't.
they would have been like, oh, well, she can't do anything. She doesn't seem like she'd be able to kill anyone, blah, blah, blah. Like, not that I want to say that it's a sexist thing, but there is a possibility they're like, well, it's just a woman, and I doubt that she killed all these people.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
that could happen.
well, when her dad got locked up, she was still a little girl. I don't know how old they were.
I don't know what's with you with little girls this episode.
She was
Jesus.
a little girl.
Well, so was her sister, and she
I know,
became a sheriff.
I think the sheriff was younger than she was, or vice versa. I can't remember. All I know is that they were little kids when Dad got locked up. But I'm just wondering if she didn't kill anybody when she was with the family, Dad and Mom before he killed Mom. But then where'd she learn her killing skills?
Dexter.
On the
Dexter?
streets.
I don't know. I just know that she must have done something to the sheriff's face, because that face was busted.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That
she
face
cut it
was
off.
busted.
She cut it off eventually,
Well, yeah, but before that,
Anyway. No, I'm just wondering, there was no backstory for Dollface.
No,
there wasn't really a backstory for
any of them.
Well, but there was a little bit of backstory. At least we know how they got into the asylum. Dollface was the only one that we don't know what happened to her from the minute her dad decided, hey, let's kill Mom, to when she shows up to the asylum to get Dad and his friends.
Well, her boyfriend, she stripped for a bit. And she didn't become a sheriff like her sister. So I guess maybe two different households. Maybe they went to foster care separately.
Well, they might have gone to foster care separately. She looked a little too happy when she was younger, when Dad was killing Mom. So I think she had mental issues.
You think?
All the way back then.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, maybe she didn't like Mom and she liked Dad more. So, she was Daddy's girl.
Yeah, she was Daddy's girl.
I don't know. They didn't dive into the detail at all. I feel like Fuzzy could relate to this. Maybe Presto if he played it, but it reminds me of the first Gears of War when they're talking to Don or Marcus about the Pendulum Wars, and they're like, "Didn't you serve in the Pendulum Wars?" And instead of doing anything or showing anything about it, he's just like, "Yeah." That was all the information we got about the Pendulum Wars. I feel like that was about the character development level in this movie.
Sounds about right.
Weren't you spited by your sister being treated better? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, maybe she took up knitting as a hobby, and then she integrated it into her killing spree.
Yeah.
Which we know of at least one victim prior to the breakout. But I'm assuming if she got the name like the Stitcher, she probably did that to a couple of other people as well. So,
well, let me tell you about knitting. So,
oh shit!
Knitting's supposed
buckle up, chat.
Knitting's supposed to calm you down. So I actually had this one kid. He's 8 years old, going on 9, and he had come to us over at a place that got shut down eventually, called Vision Quest. So I was working there, and it was a correctional-based facility, basically it's like the holding cells for the juveniles. And he came in, and of course he had mental issues and stuff like that he inherited from his parents. And he actually went and stabbed his mom, so that's why he was with us. So we would
more character development than in this movie.
Yeah.
So anyway,
immediately.
Somebody had taught him how to knit. I don't know if it was mom or grandma or whatever, but somebody taught him how to knit. So being 8 years old and being a boy, we used to let him knit in the office so he wouldn't get bullied by the older kids. Because remember, he's 8. And most of the kids that we have on that unit for the younger kids are really about 12 and 13. Not so much 8. And yeah, so we would let him knit in the office. It calmed him down whenever. So I don't see how letting her knit would have caused her to be more violent.
No, she was crafty. She figured she could implement that skill in other ways.
Yeah, I think it was the sewing. She learned how to sew, and she's like, "Ooh, let's sew on people."
Yeah.
Maybe that's how she learned. Maybe that's how she met the taxidermist. They share
Possibly.
skills, right?
Yeah, I
Making-
guess.
Making you think.
It's a stretch.
It's a stretch. Yeah, because I'm just wondering, why would she let all of them out?
Because her daddy
Because
told her
she's
to.
unhinged.
That too.
I don't know. Just
Maybe it's like the Justice League. You let them all out and they unite and they just fuck shit up together and take over the world. I don't know.
yeah,
Right?
there's
Like,
not.
there's
Yeah,
not
there's-
really a reason. It's not like they all were like, "Oh, it's so good to see you again, bro." Like, it's been a while. Like, they just, I don't know, just it was dumb, poorly executed. Just the more you
Oh,
try to
man.
justify it, it's just like, no, that's not even true either.
Yeah, it does feel like trying to provide them any backstory or reasoning for why they did that is infinitely giving them more credit than what they put in.
Yeah, and I'm not about that.
Yeah, I don't think I want you guys looking at any of my favorite movies.
This is one of your favorite movies?
No, I never said this was. I'm just
Oh,
saying, I don't
Oh
know.
shit!
I don't know if I want to tell you what my favorites are.
Fuzz. What's some of her favorite movies?
Well, I know she likes was it Night of the Living Dead or something along those lines, but outside of that,
movie.
mm,
I can't hate on that one. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Now,
was
now
just-
tell us the ones that are actually bad. Like,
Yeah, I don't know whether he's not saying anything because he's like, you know, I don't want to get her upset with me, or if he just doesn't know, and he's not.
I might not know. I know what's the Dale and Tucker or something like that.
ooh, yeah,
But
that's
that one's
great.
good.
He doesn't want to sleep on the couch. I get. I respect the game. I respect it.
I'm hoping that's what it is because we've been
All right,
together for what 30 years now.
Something
You have
like
to know
that.
some of my favorites.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorites then? Just so the viewers could get an idea.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not giving up any names.
Oh boy, here we
What
go.
is this? What is this? You decide you're not going to give us any backstory either. You're going to have us watch this movie with no backstory, and then you're not going to give us any backstory.
Yeah, that's
I'm afraid-
FUBAR.
What the?
I'm in fear.
Talk about some shit right here.
Would they be considered guilty pleasures or just guilty?
I don't know how to answer that one.
Oh snap!
I might get in trouble with Fuzzy.
Okay.
This evening on Dr. Phil. I would have said Jerry Springer, but you know, rip. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Oprah Winfrey is reflecting on her bad choices as far as backing people from her younger years.
Yeah.
So what are your movies again?
Baker of Oz too.
yeah, I feel like you're trying to get us off of this conversation. I still want to hear the movies. So
I will talk about that later. Anyway,
chat, you been had.
Been bamboozled.
Bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok.
Some motherfucking bullshit.
Uh,
We didn't land on. Oh God, I forget what it was. Never mind. I'm disappointed that you won't tell us. Chat is disappointed. I take the silence as disappointment.
I'm in fear. Anyway, you'll learn later. I just won't tell you whether it's my favorite or not. Or I might tell you it's my favorite so you don't chop it up too much. Like you did Underground.
That was your favorite?
Man,
I don't think that was a favorite. That can't
That
possibly be a favorite.
that better not be up there, because
Oh, I like
even
that
even
one.
just the stairs in that movie pissed me off. The stairs in that movie gave me a fucking migraine.
Don't step on them. They might explode.
Yeah. I didn't know that we had, unlimited money for explosive stairs in that budget, but
Neither did they.
Well, I'll tell you one because you can't get it and you can't watch it. It's one of those.
Ooh,
It's one of those
challenge
movies.
accepted.
Yeah, Canada's not on here, so he probably could find it. I don't know, Cypher. Let's see how his skills are.
Yeah, what's this called?
So there was a movie called Doom, and it's not Doom, the one with The Rock in it or anything like that.
Okay.
But it was a zombie movie called Doom, and it was a kind of like TV show. That was like the plot of it. There was this TV show, and you could win money, but you had to get to where the money was and get the bag and then leave with it. But you had to get it through all these zombies, and there were teams, right? And there were 2-person teams, but you didn't know who they were. And most of the contestants, if not all of them, throughout the whole entire show, were ex-cons, basically, or cons. They were criminals at the time. They were locked up and in prison. So you get your freedom and you get this money if you can get through all of the zombies.
Were there fast zombies in this movie?
What?
Were there fast zombies in this movie?
Yeah, there were pretty much fast zombies in the movie.
Okay.
Is it Doomed, like ED at the end? Doomed?
No, I think it's just Doom. It might be Doom. Don't you tell me you just found it.
The internet is a wealth of knowledge, Fee.
I know it's a wealth of knowledge, but the thing is, can you find the actual movie?
Yeah, I found it. It's from 2007. It's starring Drew Russell. And it's The Running Man meets House of the Dead.
Yep. And what streaming service did you say that was on?
I did not say it was on a streaming service yet. I'm working on it.
DOOM from 2000.
DOOMED.
Oh,
yeah,
got
it was Doomed.
It got 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah. Yep. So it was a 7. Just in case anyone's tracking.
And one of her favorite movies.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if you guys can watch that one.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do.
Oh, I can find it. Do I want to watch it? That's a different story.
Yeah, it was 2007.
Yep. It was the Survival Island 2020.
Yep. Yep, that's one of my favorites.
Interesting.
But if you watch it, you gotta tell me why you think it's my favorite.
Because it was a 3.2 out of 10.
Because it sucks. No, that's not why.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if there's any more that you can't get. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
Mm.
And I also think one of my favorites is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. But that one's a funny one. Everybody likes that one.
Yeah.
Everybody likes that one. Right?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Mm.
So now they're all trying to find this movie except for Fuzzy. He might be trying to find it too.
Sorry.
I'm good. I don't need to find it. I know what to expect from you. I don't need to.
I think after I saw the 3.2, I was like, well, you know.
Well, I want
I
to
think-
challenge myself.
I did. Do I want to kick myself in the dick for an hour and a half?
No.
It's not that bad. Come on.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
only 3.2
Sorry.
bad.
Sorry, an hour and 10, not an hour and a half. My bad.
There you go. It's only an hour and 10.
Yeah.
That's lightweight.
Yeah. Yeah. My balls will only be a little numb instead of falling off. So.
So yeah, back to the original movie.
It's great. It's great to be with you guys again.
So
You missed this, you know.
I have. I have.
all right. So what have we not talked about in this movie? I think
It
we
being
talked about
good.
The podcast has officially gone longer than the movie was at this point. So I'll be very curious. I'll be very curious as to what we haven't covered. We'll see.
I don't know.
Is there any more from the director's cut that we don't know about?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you still haven't figured out who my favorite character was.
Oh,
Or my
goodness.
favorite, one of my favorite actors is.
The world may
Mhm.
never know.
Uh-huh.
Let's ponder a sequel, shall we?
Oh. Oh.
I mean,
Fuzzy, why you gotta be like that?
The Adventures
it
of
wa-
Dollface.
I was gonna say if it was successful, they did set it up that it could have been a sequel with Dollface getting away at the end. But like, what would she do? Would she just go to a new town, find a different mental hospital, and just kind of let those people free and do it all over again? Or I don't know. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody's
if-
dead.
Well, what about her foster family? Somebody had to raise her. She didn't raise herself in the woods or anything, so maybe she goes after that family.
she could do something. I mean, it's
I like the recommendation in the chat. Team up with Winnie the Pooh. The perfect crossover that we all didn't realize we needed.
listen. The second Winnie the Pooh was a lot better than the first one.
But
If we're
dude,
talking about
that's-
the horror movie,
That's
Yeah.
a bad proposition, though. Like, to tell me that I gotta try and suffer through the first one just so I understand what's going on, to then go watch the second one, which is slightly better. Like, that's rough.
don't even bother watching the first one. You're not going to miss anything. Like
You missed
Okay.
it.
you got this. If you ever seen Winnie the Pooh, you know what you're talking about. So, I mean, the
Fair.
second one they
Fair.
introduced a couple more characters.
Mhm.
I guess they had a bigger budget, which was odd. Was the first one bombed so bad but somehow got greenlit to make a second one.
Someone give him a bigger budget after that.
Yeah, it's like, wow,
what you need? You need more money.
you really
Yeah.
sucked with this one. Let me give you some more money and see what you can fuck up again. I got it. No, that one. Have you guys seen the second one?
No, I wasn't even planning on it. Like I know that there's even supposed to be the was it the Popeye the Slayer Man or something now?
Yeah, that one
Yep.
wasn't good.
I think some of these, childhood memory cartoon type things would be better off as animated horror films if they could even put the time and effort into doing it, or maybe possibly hire AI to do it. I think that would probably work out better. Like, just imagine Winnie the Pooh snaps and chops off Eeyore's head or something like that. Yeah, that would probably make for, well, I don't know if Eeyore is public domain now yet or not, but that would probably be a better approach than whatever they're trying with these live action horror films for old Disney cartoon characters and stuff. So
That would
Well,
be pretty good.
and it's like-
well, guess I'm gonna chop off Piglet's head today.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the first one got like a 2.5 or something. Like,
Ooh.
it's probably one of Fee's top fives. The second one, I think, rated around a 5, maybe a 4, between 4 and 5. So it doubled the score, so that's good. But yeah, that one kind of, they're worth a watch. The second one, like I said, is a lot better than the first one. You introduce more of the I think the first one, you only have like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and then the second one, I think they introduced Rat or Tigger and Owl or something. So you almost got all the characters introduced from Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, I mean, I'd much rather watch that again than this if I had to pick.
Oh, really?
That's fair.
Good.
That's
Good
fair.
to know.
What about a long lost brother?
A long lost
They did
what?
that. They did that. That was called The Monkey.
I'm talking about, let's do long lost brother, where long lost brother was banished from the cult because he's a boy and he was teenage years, so he can't be in competition with dad, right? For potential mates, because that's obviously why he got rid of mom. But yeah, wouldn't that be a good plot? No.
I mean, if he was banished and started his own, cult, I guess. But I don't know.
Why are we giving participation trophies away to everyone?
That's a good thing. It's been around since what, the 90s?
No,
Yeah, I remember these.
No, for the most part, a sequel to the Funhouse. Maybe she goes to random fun houses and shows up and people are like, oh look, it's what's her name from DC, because she kind of looks like or reminds me of
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. So maybe people are like, oh, we got somebody dressed up as Harley Quinn, and then she's in there just like slicing throats and whatnot. It's like, didn't you say we had 500 people come through here today? There's like a whole bunch of people sitting there looking for somebody, and there's only like 20 people out in the yard. Where's the rest of the people? Kind of thing. Like something like that might work. And then she just slips through the cracks and goes to another, haunted house, show or something.
I think I'd much rather, if they ever had the funding, I'd much rather have them do a prequel and tell more backstory about her, maybe how she got the way she was, maybe go more in depth with the killers, do some more backstories with them, because it's hard to get connected with somebody when there's really not any stories.
Sure.
It's kind of like was it 13 Ghosts, like all those ghosts.
Mhm.
Doesn't everyone like? They would love to get like a movie about the ghosts, like a backstory about all of them. And
Yeah.
I don't want to say I would love to get one with this movie, but at least maybe it would answer some stuff for us.
Well, they might want to do it soon because Robert Englund is really up there in age, and I know Jerry Burns is 70. So,
But you don't.
Oh,
Robert just worked.
England's not even going to come back for it.
And he worked at he worked there, so he doesn't need to be part of it. Like
that's
you don't.
true.
He's
don't
going to
need-
be on the phone. Like the cameo this time is just going to be him on a phone call. So
We're not going to see him at the end when they get all locked up.
yeah, no, he's maybe he'll be like, hey, I don't want to get out of bed today. You can just take a photo of me like I'm the warden waking up to a phone call or something. Like,
Yeah.
just come to my house and take a quick video and then leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you would add anything though to have them in it. Like if they did a prequel, like it wouldn't.
Could be in like the last 5 minutes of that movie, and then that would marry up perfectly with the first 5 minutes of the other movie. So
yeah, like use some of your probably cut scenes and just put them in that one and be like, yeah, he's in the first one too.
Yeah. I mean, that's possible. But yeah, Jerry Burns, he's up there in age. He's 70, so I don't know how much longer he wants to do stunts or anything like that.
yeah, you don't have to do any stunts. He's a cult leader.
Yeah.
He gets other people to do the heavy lifting for him and stuff.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I mean they didn't really do anything that physically intensive. It seemed like.
Yeah.
Like he could probably get away with it pretty easy. And if it's a prequel type of thing, maybe he's got acolytes or someone that's doing it for him too.
Yeah.
But, well, seeing how we I guess at least half of us didn't really care for this. What do we want to score this one?
Yeah, what we want to score this one?
Fee, I want to know your take on this first.
Wait a minute. No.
Okay.
This would be like one of the few times we have you go first. Oh,
Yeah.
Why can't you go first?
We always recommend it, and you're like, no, I never want to do that. So we go out of courtesy, but I whatever. Okay, I'll drop a number on you. I'll give it a 3.2.
3.2. You gonna go with what's on IMDb?
No, IMDb is actually higher.
IMDb gave it like a 5.
What's the rating on this thing?
Yeah, I'll give it what Doomed got. I'll give it a 3.2.
What Doom got?
I think
I'd say that's kind of fair. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wow, fair. Damn, I was gonna say a 4.1, but now I'm second guessing this. Like I said, I wish they did more character development with any of the characters. Like you just really didn't care if any of them lived, died, what the killer's real motives were. At least personally, like I also mentioned with the movie Haunt and Hellfest, like I feel like they missed the opportunity with doing more kills in the attraction parts instead of the few they showed. So like for saying it's based at that place, a place like that, I don't feel like they utilized it properly. Like it very well could have been just like, oh, somewhere else. So I just feel like they had ideas, they just didn't follow through with a lot of them. So yeah, and they really, I feel, counted on having Robert Englund's name attached to it. That, if you're a huge
Mhm.
Robert Englund fan, you'd see this movie because you'd see his name, and then you find out that he dies pretty fast. I mean, he's on the front cover, probably has the largest picture out of everyone, and he's probably in it the shortest. So, I mean, they knew what they were doing with how to advertise it. Smart, but not very accurate. Feel a little let down and cheated, and I did not get the Scream vibe at all. Like the Scream vibe with the Drew Barrymore kill, it's so iconic. And this was just like, huh, he died.
Yeah,
Sucks for him.
it was a
He
throwaway.
died.
Like I get that he can't do very much anymore, but it just felt like it was very much a throwaway, and it just wasn't utilizing him in a way that would have been better. Like you could have still killed his character off fairly early, or maybe just involve him later on or something. Like make it a little more elaborate. If you're gonna utilize him, do it right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. For
Put
me,
some respect on his name.
All right, for my score, I'm probably going to be a bit generous, I guess, to some extent. Now, I will preface this where I did fall asleep initially and had to watch it a second time. So, if that gives you any indication of where things were, but then again, that was a busy day for me. So, falling asleep middle of the movie, starting late, watching the movie, that probably explains it. But I'll give it a 6. And here's why. Here's why.
Oh,
It's more so the kills and I wouldn't say the stupidity, but like the dumb funny stuff in this. Like it wasn't one of those films where I was yelling at the screen about the stuff they were doing. It was more like, oh yeah, yeah. Well, like a lot of the stuff you could predict. Like, okay, Dollface throws a head at somebody and knocks him down or trips him up with a head, and then she, cuts her head off and she's running around like they're pom poms. I thought that was kind of funny. Um, and then with like the cop shot the guy that gets or was going for help. He's like, "Put your hands up!" But before he even put his hands up, he shoots him in the arm, and he's like, "Put your hands up!" Like, well, I can't put my arm up because you shot one of them. That type of stuff was kind of funny to me. I'm like, this is like, it wasn't slapstick, but it was like along those lines to some extent, and just knowing that like some of the kills you could kind of predict, like with the one chick in the women's bathroom when she's fighting Dollface, and it's like, oh yeah, she's probably the one who could probably beat her butt, and then she gets the hook. But I was kind of afraid that it'd be one of those deals when they were messing around in the bathroom earlier that she'd wind up getting the hook in the back of the head or something like that. But she eventually got the hook in the head. But just some of the kills were interesting, and people are going through the funhouse like, man, that looks so real. Like the one guy that was at the window and they slit his throat or whatever, and it's like, man, that really looks real. And so, that was the part that at least made it somewhat entertaining to watch it. Sure, that didn't occur in the first 15 minutes or half hour when I fell asleep, but rewatching that first part with the one girl killing all the police guards, especially after the one guard was like trying to flirt with her through the camera or whatever, and then Robert Englund had to like buzz her in early so she wasn't harassed or whatever, and then she winds up shooting him later like, oh, you're not supposed to be here, pow. Like, yeah, it just felt like somebody threw this together in a short period of time. It looked decent for something that would be thrown together, but I'm pretty sure they probably spent more than what the budget showed on screen, and probably they blew half of that on England as well. But it was more so funny. I looked at it as, if you look at it as a comedy more so than a horror film, it's not so bad. It's in a way, I would say a couple of steps down from like a scary movie when you originally watched it, not like rewatching it now where some stuff may not age as well. But I kind of looked at it more so along those lines, and it was like, oh yeah, this is all right, yeah, I can see how this person's going to wind up dying, and or how they're going to wind up killing this person and stuff. And the mallet to the one guy's head on the bell thing. Yeah, that stuff that was funny to me. I don't know, that it was entertaining. So I give it a 6. Not terrible. I'm not going to rewatch it. I'm not going to play Blue's Clues on a second time watching it or anything like that. But it was entertaining enough to be like, okay, I fell asleep, but yeah, the later parts of the movie kept me going enough to not fall back asleep. And that's that.
And that's that.
So what about you, Fee?
What are you trying to say about the
got?
Blue's Clues?
This movie just seems so haphazard that I was not going to be like, I'm going to try to solve a mystery. It already, like, from the moment the deputy had, contaminated the crime scene, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not that film to use any
pelvic
brain
thrusting the dead body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah.
Well, you know me. Anything. Guess what my rating is? If it's rewatchable, guess what my rating is? Come on,
It's
y'all
7 or
can guess.
better. 7 or better.
7, 8.
$7.5.
It's a 7.
Well, it's been a great time with you. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Explain
Yeah,
your 7.
Anything that's rewatchable for me is a 7. At least a 7. Could be higher.
Okay. So why is it rewatchable for you?
Do tell. Do tell.
Well, I like the kills. The story's not that bad like y'all think it is. And there are little things that you miss along the way. I've already proved it.
Uh-huh.
Y'all missed a few things.
Yeah. They weren't significant things.
I wouldn't say I missed it, Bob.
Come on, we didn't even talk about Chef. Come on now. Chef was pretty funny.
Yeah. He was eating sashimi. I think that's
sashimi.
Like when you do the thin sliced meat. Uh-huh. So I don't know what victim he was able to slice up like that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there was that one girl. He's like, just turn around, and he was sniffing her hair and everything. I mean, there were some details in here. Totally bad. Yeah,
I'm just amazed that some people actually survived. Like the one guy that was on his phone the entire time, he actually didn't get killed.
Probably because he was on his phone all the time, and everybody's like, yeah, he pretty much dead already. He's just a walking zombie at this point.
All right. Well.
Yeah, they're silent.
Yeah, they're amazed at this 7. They're like, just when they thought they understood your 7, now they have to adjust their calculations all over again.
Yeah,
the bar has been dropped even further.
Now I just got to factor that there's a director's cut that we're not privy to when we go into these episodes. Because that's the only way I could ever get a 7, but
All I know is that this got a 5.2 rating on IMDb.
That was generous. Very generous.
Oh, come on.
He knew someone there knew someone at IMDb, and IMDb is like, I'm gonna hook a brother up. Rest assured.
This thing has like 4.7 thousand people. Wow.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
I know, but there are some ratings
compared to a normal movie. Oh man.
I know, but there are some ratings that's based on like 10 people or 20 people.
Yeah, the movies you make us watch.
How many? I'll ask this question: how many of those 4,000 do you think went back and watched it again?
I don't know. Probably more than one.
No, just you.
Well, she accounts for at least 5 or 6 of the ratings on IMDb. So
Mhm.
Oh, I count for 5 or 6.
she gave it an 11 out of 10.
Mhm. I've never put a single rating.
Allegedly.
I don't think that's how
Mhm.
that works. Allegedly. Anyway.
Well, it's nice to know that you enjoyed this film.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when we make a horror film, we do not use this as a baseline or anything for comparison's sake. Hopefully,
Yes.
we shoot far above this.
Shoot far above
Like this. If we produce something along this lines, then we might want to pack it in after that. But yeah. I figure for at least for the fun kills, that's why I gave it a 6. Everything else would, definitely be below the 5.2 the rest of the IMDb gave this thing. But
Whatever.
a 7, man, you put that number there, this thing is going to climb up to a 5.3.
Yeah. She's gonna get all those burner accounts involved in rating this thing on IMDb to bring it up a couple notches. We're gonna see a 10th anniversary release of this thing this year, just because of those ratings.
Criteria Collection movie right there.
Oh God! If this hits the Criteria Collection, I retire. I quit. I quit.
You quit? Seriously?
In that situation, that's how unlikely it is. So we're good. You're stuck with me for a while. Don't worry.
Anyway, and this is why I didn't go first, because you would have just spent the whole entire time
I would have
talking
just
about my rating.
I would have just been shocked to silence, and I just would have been like, I mean, yeah, yep.
Really makes me question what you saw in Fuzzy with some of these ratings you give.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hopefully, her rating system for movies differs. So yeah.
It's gotta.
I mean, I got all my fingers and toes, so
You're more than a 3.7, Fuzz. In Fee's eyes, you're a 12.8.
You're a 6.9 at least. Nice.
All I hear is Fee said, I'd rather watch this movie twice than hang out with Fuzz.
Damn.
I don't know about that.
Well, Fuzz didn't watch this movie twice.
I mean, technically, when he fell asleep the first time, I did continue to watch the movie, and then I watched another movie.
That was just
I didn't even go upstairs.
It just pains me that instead of getting sleep, you chose to watch this. I would take the sleep.
Yeah, I'm with Fuzz. I would have fell asleep.
I'm in a sleep deficit, so I don't know.
So my question for Fee, what number watch was this when I fell asleep? Was that your first watch or second watch?
Fourth
watch, yeah.
So, 1, 2,
Oh shit.
3, 4.
Here we go.
That was my 4th watch.
Are you fucking
That
kidding
First
me?
watch was your
Oh,
watch.
God.
But then I watched it again with him
Mm-hmm.
after he fell asleep the first time.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
chat.
watched
5 watches, yeah.
And the 4th
Man.
one, I
Pretty
watched
pathetic.
sleep while I watched it. What do you mean?
I feel bad that I've only seen Redemption times now.
All right. So before we do outros, and I think they're done with making fun of my rating here. So what's so we have advanced screening tickets to go see, and I'm not sure if I still want to go see it. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the new one.
Mm.
Yeah, they're gonna be like trying to give them away.
Yeah. So I don't know. Sony's doing it, so it's
Looks
not
amazing.
through the regular Go Faux or something like that. So this one's Sony Pictures is actually doing the screening. So
That
yeah.
was one that should have just like been straight to release. Like that
Yeah.
one should not be in the movies.
Yeah. Well, they decided to put it in the movies. They think they can get the theater money and then
Wow.
they'll get the streaming money. So we'll see.
Well, one thing we can count on is you'd rate it highly. So
I'm not. I never actually watched an I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. I've never
What?
watched one.
What in the? Oh my good God!
Yeah, I've never watched one.
Now that's one I think I've watched like at least 3 times. I don't remember if I watched it in the theaters, but I definitely watched it on cable, and I think I even watched it on regular TV once.
So it wasn't as good as this movie. Because you only saw it 3 times.
Uh-huh. So let me see how many there are.
There's 4, including
There's
this new one.
Including this one.
Oh, I didn't know there was a third one.
Oh yeah, there was. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know, and then I'll Always Know.
For
And
real,
then
that's
they
what it was
decided to-
called.
Yep, and then they decided to confuse the fuck out of everyone and just call the new one I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't that they were trying to confuse people so much as they were like, well, if we just name it the same thing, maybe people think it's the original as like a re-release and we'll get more sales.
Well, you also know they put out an I Know What You Did Last Summer alternate ending.
Why
What?
would they do that?
And then they have another one, I Know What You Did Last Summer deleted scenes.
That sounds like one and the same. Deleted scenes and alternate ending. Like that's
Yeah.
they're filling up space on a Blu-ray is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Tomato. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And there was like a TV episode. I
Oh
don't know.
my god.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
TV episode of I Know.
Season 10 episode. I don't know. Maybe that was a talk show or something like that. But yeah. This has been yeah. A lot of it for a movie that I don't know why they made a sequel to it. Let alone 2 other movies besides that.
Man, Jennifer Love Hewitt needed some money for her third house, so something had to give.
Did y'all watch the TV series? There's a TV series.
I didn't know there was a TV series.
No,
TV
no, thank you.
series.
There was a Scream TV series that was actually good, but I didn't even know they had one for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, they had an I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And then they had I Know What You Did Last Summer, this movie coming out. And they also had a TV series, one season or whatever. And it was produced by Amazon Studios.
Oh, God bless him for putting the money into that.
Should just be called I Don't Care What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, it came out in 2021. It was 45 minutes per episode.
They were trying to get in on that COVID viewing when
Yeah.
everyone was at home and had nothing else to do, and so like, man, this is horrible, but someone's gonna watch it.
Yeah. Let me see how many episodes it had.
8, probably.
8. Yeah, it had 8.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
kind of the normal now.
well, they usually run 10 episodes most of the time.
No, they've shifted more to, especially with the Amazon ones. Amazon and Netflix sit right around 8 episodes now. I don't know the rhyme or reason, but it seems to be their new favorite number.
Yeah, apparently.
It's shrinkflation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you go to grab a bag of chips, and the bag of chips is the exact same size still, but you get 1 ounce less in the bag.
Yeah,
Hey,
more
Fuzzy,
air.
Still one season, just less episodes.
we gotta talk about our treasure that we found.
Oh God, no, no.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
She's referring to the Lay's chips from 2023 that we found in the pantry because
Come on,
because
I
she's
have a whole
short.
story.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I guess the boys at one point put the chips on like the topmost shelf in the pantry, so she completely forgot about the chips. I
Okay.
didn't see them because I would have probably eaten them 2 years ago at this point. But when I picked up the bag, it felt heavier than what a normal bag, not like a bag from 2 years ago with the more chips in it, like what we were saying, where it's more ounces of
Yeah.
chips. No,
Yeah.
it felt like it gained weight. Like I think those things expanded and transformed. We ain't opened the bag. We just threw it straight in the garbage. But
What?
it felt like the bag gained weight. Like
Dude.
instead of it being like the normal, like I guess you could say normal size big bag, it felt like I had like 2 family bags worth of chips in there. I'm like, I'm afraid to open this because it might be like spores and something else in there. And I ain't letting
Dude.
whatever is in there out. So just
Oh,
throw it in the trash.
You should have gone outside and opened it, if only for science. Like, or hey, you know what? Maybe you ended up missing out on your chance to get the Willy Wonka's golden ticket because you threw that away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole inside of the bag would have been golden something. I was not messing with it because I that boggled my mind. I picked up the bag and it felt like it was a couple of pounds, and I'm like, a bag of chips ain't felt this heavy ever.
That's
what is wrong with it? And it was perfectly sealed. You could still squeeze it a little bit and see that it had air in it, but yeah, I think those chips grew and morphed into something else. They became sentient potato slices or something. I wasn't taking any chances. So yeah,
opening a bag like that's how you get gonorrhea simplex 6. Like,
hey, that would be an awesome opening for a zombie movie.
Yeah. I don't want to be patient zero. I don't.
I'd be afraid that I'd open up the bag of chips and like the smell would just cause my dick to fall off or something weird, These are things that keep me up at night, so.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, 2-year-old potato chips. Yeah, no, don't risk it.
Yeah,
don't open the bag. Just
throw a third asshole on your elbow or something.
See, we found a treasure.
I'm just disappointed you didn't open the treasure. That makes me really sad.
No.
I was really excited to hear the story about this, and you're like, nope, we found a bag and we threw it away. We had excitement and adventure down one alley, and we had normal life down the other one, and we chose normal life.
Mm-hmm.
And not gaining an infectious disease or whatever was going to come out of that bag.
Maybe in his younger years he would have opened it.
Yeah, because I would have probably, when you're younger, you feel invincible. Yeah, like, what's this yellow dust coming out of this bag? Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
That's how I lost my hair the first time.
Yeah. So, just remember, if you leave a bag of chips in the pantry way too long, just don't open it. Because it's going to be heavier than when you put them in there. Just throw it away. Don't.
Now I want to do it. Now I just want to go grab a bag. Now I just want to go grab a bag just for science and put it up in the top of the pantry and just let it bake and gratinate and all that loveliness for like
Oh,
now,
3 summers in the Utah heat.
oh
now,
God.
now, now, you have to put it in a dark place.
No, no, no.
Well, that was our experiment. You have to put
Well,
it in a
Well,
dark
the
space.
pantry when the door is closed,
it
most of
gets
the time you're not gonna have
yeah,
a lamp, so it'll be dark
yeah.
enough in there.
That
But
bag's getting swamp ass while it's sitting up there in the top of that pantry. No worry.
oh man, it
All
must be
right,
absorbing moisture through the pores of the bag or something.
Dude,
I
that is
don't know.
so
Just
gross. That is funky.
here you go. Here you go, Cypher. Here you go.
Oh, the first time, who are you, Lex Luthor? Well, there's a whole story, right? That's for another time, though.
All
mm,
right, let's do some outros because I know Preston's getting hungry.
Yeah.
Dinner time, right?
Yeah, you want some 2-year-old chips?
Nah, I'm good.
uh, all right. Well, I guess I'll start with outros. This was a fun one, even though we didn't agree on the rating on the film. We still had fun
You
with
agree
it.
with my
Like,
7?
We did like a
I don't.
3.2 to 7.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
your 7 is like being extra generous, like more so than they deserve. But yeah, you can find me rambling and ranting about video games on social media. Just do a search for Fuzzy Belvedere. Um, we'll see if I go to that early screening next week. I don't know. There's too many. I know what you did last summer movies already, and I'm hoping this doesn't suck. But I guess
Save the
find out.
gas. You don't need to do it.
All right, who's
It
doing the
was
links?
King of Pressure, right?
Yeah. Who's doing the
Yeah.
links?
Or you could always go see it and reward yourself at that guy's chicken place that we ate at.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't too shabby.
No, that might be worth the trip. We'll see. All right, who's next on outros?
I'll just go. It was fun to have everyone back together this time, even if it was discussing this movie. Yeah. A little speechless this time. Hopefully next week we pick a better movie.
A better
What
movie. This was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a 7 out of 10, clearly.
I think this is the first movie we reviewed where we were all in a different bracket. Like we're in the 3s, we're in the 4s, we're in the 6s, and a 7.
Yeah, that was the widest spread we've had so far. Pause.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Well, as for me, you'll hopefully catch me playing some Tony Hawk's Pro Scare 3 and 4 on Xbox this weekend, potentially. I think I'm going to be seeing the new Superman maybe on Sunday or maybe tomorrow, just depending. I've got stuff I have to try and maneuver around and schedule around so I can see it. But yeah, besides that, catch me on social media all over the place as Silent Cypher. Find me hopefully eventually again on Wednesdays at Xbox International Podcast, every other Friday morning at Breakfast with Boom on Double Barrel Gaming's channel, and of course find me here whenever I'm not traveling for a month straight. But it's been great hanging out with you guys again.
Yep. So, okay, so just remember, guys, July 27th, Swine and Dine premiere. We are definitely going to be there. from 3 until 6. There are, as of 6:30 this morning, there were only 20 seats left. So if you guys want to do that, I suggest that it's going to be at Spa Castle Cinemas in New Jersey. And it's really like, I don't even think I paid $20 for each of the tickets. Plus, you get a small popcorn and a small drink. But also check out the interview that we did with the creators Chris Ave and Ron Black. That is already up. Everybody, I kind of put it up early, and then I did the advertisement for it. We're not going to get into that, right, Fuzzy? My tech person was protesting a little bit. He almost went on strike.
Anyway.
So a couple of you guys viewed it before the advertisements went up, and they seem to like it. So check that out. I think just the July 27th, we'll come up with a movie for next week on the 18th. And then probably do one on the 25th as well, since the movie premiere is actually on a Sunday. So, okay. Yeah. So, anything else? So, besides that, that's what I'm doing.
No, but this was a fun one. Glad we got the gang back together. And what's the movie for next week? Or
we have not decided
discuss
yet.
That later.
Yeah, because I think we want to discuss it because they didn't like my last choice.
Hey, I'm always for watching a movie. I may not always like the movie, but I'm all for watching the movie. You never know. Sometimes something that's rated as a 5, maybe it'll actually be a gem. This one wasn't, but you know.
I pressed him silent. He's like, get off so we can go get some food. All right.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.